They found him standing upright. That was the detail the search team couldn't shake after they located Daniel Mercer, 34, seasoned solo camper, missing for 2 days in a remote stretch of national forest. No sign of a fall, no sign of struggle. He was simply standing there, forehead pressed lightly against a tree, arms dangling, like he'd stopped mid-step and never started again. His tent was still zipped, his food hung properly, his backpack was neatly packed and untouched. Nothing looked wrong, except for the silence around the camp, a silence every rescuer later described as unnatural, like the forest was holding its breath. The footprints were what made their stomachs drop. From the campsite to a clearing deeper in the woods, a wide loop, maybe 40 yards across, was trampled into the pine needles. Daniel had walked it over and over, long enough to grind the soil visibly down. His steps were uneven, weaving in tight, erratic patterns, like he kept glancing over his shoulder, or trying to shake someone following him. Then the loop stopped, cleanly, suddenly. A straight line of steps continued toward a cluster of thick pines, and that final path had 2 sets of prints, same size, same shoe model, same tread pattern. At first, they assumed double stepping, but every print was perfectly aligned, heel to heel, as if someone had been matching Daniel's stride with eerie precision. Walking so close behind him, it should have brushed his jacket. And then came Daniel himself, standing like a statue, body stiff, but somehow balanced. The coroner later said his jaw was clenched so tight they struggled to open it, cause of death. Sudden cardiac arrest from extreme stress. But Daniel wasn't dehydrated, hypothermic, or injured. Nothing explained why his facial muscles were frozen in an expression halfway between confusion and terror. His phone offered the only clues. Found in his jacket, battery dead. When investigators charged it, they discovered 27 photos from the final hours of his life. Early shots were normal. Trees, the path, the sky growing darker. But then, in photo after photo, just behind him between the branches, a shape appeared, a person, or something person-shaped. Blurry, tall, lean, always positioned just far enough away to be uncertain. But the figure moved closer in each photo, sometimes a foot closer, sometimes just a few inches. In the second-to-last picture, it was only a few steps behind Daniel, pale against the dark trees. The last photo made 2 investigators leave the room. It showed a long, stretched face, hovering inches from the lens, as if leaning over Daniel's shoulder. The features were wrong, the eyes too wide, the mouth pulled into a smile that looked learned, like someone imitating an expression they didn't understand. And the head was tilted at an angle no human neck could support without snapping. Forensic analysis confirmed something impossible. Daniel didn't take that photo. The phone was angled upward, held by someone standing directly behind him. The sheriff quietly sealed the case. Rangers avoid the area now, and hikers still report that strange feeling, like footsteps matching theirs, just half a beat behind. Daniel wasn't leaning on that tree because he collapsed. He was standing still because something stepped up behind him and told him to stop. And whatever it was, stayed there long after he died.